Hello and welcome everybody to another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles draft. I'm Paul Cheon and today we are sitting at Diamond 1. Mythic is right within reach. We went 3 and 3 with a nice five color pizza deck. I think I'm 5-colored out. We did 2 drafts in a row. I kind of want to sneak, I kind of want to beat down, but of course, it all just comes down to what we see in the draft. Now, before we hop into this draft, I did want to say that this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. Go to TCGplayer.com for all of your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. If you're interested in buying some boxes of Ninja Turtles or you wanted some singles for your sweet new standard, modern, Pioneer, or Commander decks, check out TCGplayer.com and hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Also, go to HeavyPlay.com for top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, and much, much more. They are the place to go to for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. Make sure you go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. They're also at basically every Magic the Gathering convention. Swing by the booth. Tell them Paul sent you for 10% off in person as well. All right. What do we got? I'm going to open everything pizza and it's going to throw me off. Prehistoric Pet. This card's pretty cool in the sneak deck. It's a 1-drop. Can't be blocked by bigger creatures, and then I can bounce my own creatures to do some sneak shenanigans. Kind of interesting. There's also Death in the Family, which is just a really solid removal spell. 2 mana to exile target creature, mana value 3 or less. Orokusaki and Stomp by the Foot, and General Trag. So lots of directions here, and I kind of want to get sneaky. The problem is I think Death in the Family is just a better card. It's just a really good removal spell. And this is only good if you're sneaking, whereas this is good in both decks. Like, is this good in a red-white deck? I don't think so. Whatever. Let's take Prehistoric Pet and have some fun here. All right, Rare is missing out of this pack. And we're still just going to be looking at taking the best possible cards here. Spicy Oatmeal Pizza is great. And there's some artifact cards. Sewer-Veillance Cam, Mouser Foundry, also good. There's a Lessons from Life. I'm not going to take Grounded for Life. Unfortunately, there are 0 ninja cards in this pack. But perhaps we can play like a Boros aggro deck. So let's take Spicy Oatmeal Pizza out of this pack. And, I mean, if Artifacts is open, we'll do Artifacts, right? That's just the way that it is. Raphael, Most Attitude is super overrated. I don't think this card's that great. General Trag is kind of cool with Spicy Oatmeal Pizza, but there's also Karai, which obviously is a nice signpost sneak card to go with the Prehistoric Pet. I think I'm just going to take that here. Okay. Well, when you see a Metalhead pick 4, that's kind of an indication that that's what you just should be doing. There's also a Mouser Foundry and a Return to the Sewers. It just feels like Artifacts is just in general more open than some of the other stuff. And Metalhead's of course fantastic. Like I can't justify taking a Leonardo Big Brother at common over Metalhead. Like I'm trying to preach good drafting principles. Prehistoric Pet pick withstanding. So let's take the Metalhead and then I just feel like I'm just going to see a lot more artifacts. Yeah. Pack 1, pick 5 here. We have Mechanized Ninja Cavalry, Sewer-Veillance Cam, Return to the Sewers, and Donatello Turtle Techie. My rule of thumb in this format now is just, when in doubt, take the cheaper card. So here I'm looking at the Sewer-Veillance Cam and the Mechanized Ninja Cavalry. I'm going to go with Sewer-Veillance Cam. The blue-red decks has the nice problem, I suppose, of having a wide variety of 2-mana plays that you're all happy playing. So I'm happy just taking the Sewer-Veillance Cam here and taking it from there. All right, Escape Tunnel is okay. Yeah, there's a Stomp by the Foot for the sneak decks, but I really love Nobody in the blue-red decks. Picking up Spicy Oatmeal Pizza is nice. Let's just go back. You know, look, we were winning a lot more with blue-red. Let's go back to this, I guess. But you can't say that I at least didn't try. You know what I mean? Obviously, like, I could have forced it and just taken, like, Leonardo Big Brother and whatever, but I don't know. This just feels like it was more open. Yeah, Pack 1, pick 7, Mouser Foundry is all I need to see. That is all I need to see. And now we found our lane, and my guess is this will likely be a very on-rails draft at this point. We have the synergies, we got some removal, got some card draw, got a little bit of everything across the board off of these 5 cards. Happy with all of them. Well, I am less happy with this pack. Why the hell is there a Frog Butler pick 8? What the heck? I just how do I pivot out of this? Okay, I will take Frog Butler and Ninjas is definitely not open, but like I'm trying to think here. I'm thinking it's gonna be like a blue-green deck, maybe splashing red. If like Artifacts is wide open, right? I'm just saying like that was a pack that didn't have Artifacts and had a Frog Butler, and then if we start tabling like Pachyderms and whatever, right? Like a Tenderize, then of course, you know, that's a direction we can go. Stomp by the Foot. This pack was just good. I guess there's Donatello's Technique. I mean, it's a divination. It's if we're going to be a little bit short on playables. I'm hoping here that we table some of those artifact cards, given that we saw the Mouser Foundry so late. That would be much better than me like trying to put Donatello's Technique in my deck. Which is fine if I do take like play like Buzzbots and stuff, so. Alright, well Simic is kind of open. There is a Lessons from Life, but I'm just going to take Return to the Sewers. This is a card that's going to be good in both decks anyways, and it's just good interaction as well. Alright, next pack has a Bot Bashing Time. Okay, so yeah, somebody past me probably also dabbling in some artifacts here. Oh, we keep getting all the Return to the Sewers. This is... It's weird. I mean, this is a weird card because it's really good, but it's also really expensive. So like you have to manage your curve. But this is the card that you want to play. Like the thing with Izzet is it has a lot of good 4s, right? You have Return to the Sewers. Like Donatello Turtle Techie is also totally fine. So yeah, we want to focus on some of the cheap stuff here now that we have some really good interaction here. But like Bot Bashing Time, for example, is like a bad 4 and something that I would prefer not to play. And I want to lean into some of the cheaper stuff. I think we did a pretty good job cutting off all the artifact stuff, so let's see what happens. So here, for example, this is a spot where I think a lot of people would take General Trag because it's an artifact uncommon that deals 4 damage to stuff. It looks great. My curve's already too high, and Mouser Foundry's premium. I am taking Mouser Foundry here. All right, pack 2, pick 2. What do we have? Whew. A complete stinker of a pack. Oh my goodness. How did we miss this badly? There's a Shark Shredder, which is great, and the person who's a ninja's passing to me is going to get it. I have literally nothing. I am so sad. Old Hob isn't good if you don't have white mana. Oh my gosh. All right, well, I'm locked in, though. I'm going to take the Purple Dragon Punks. This is another card. This is, like, all in the maybe list. It's like, I don't want to play this card, but if I need twos, I'll play it. Here, we'll take Mouser Foundry, so that's good. But obviously, like, after us trying to cut off some of the artifact cards early and passing a bunch of, like, black cards, it's weird that we're seeing the black rares. And, like, pack 2, hopefully, after sending good signals, is where we want to pick up some of the good artifact cards, right? That's what we want to be doing. Sewer-Veillance Cam, sure. So, and the nice thing about the blue-red decks is that you get to play all these cheap artifacts that do stuff, right? When they enter the battlefield, but they also have applications in the late game, so you just never run out of stuff to do with your mana. So, I mean, this is certainly a deck where I do think the Purple Dragon Punks is actually good because we have triple Mouser Foundry and double Sewer-Veillance Cam, and you can use the mana from the Purple Dragon Punks to kind of turn all of that on. So, yeah. All right, well, you know, I thought Artifacts was like super open. It's not, but now we're going to basically, this is one of those drafts where it's like, all right, we picked a lane, and now we're going to just try to make the most of it. And one of those like, all right, clearly like this, we're not going to get everything. It's not going to be the dream deck, but I still like can Frog Butler pick 7. I still can try to put something decent here together. And I will try. And, you know, it's one of those, like, if I get like 4 wins, I'll be pretty happy. This is definitely going in. Like I wanted to, like it's, you know, I want to pick up more nobodies. I want to pick up, and you know, we do have a decent curve here, but I don't want to play these Donatello's techniques or Slither Encrypted. Like I just don't want to play any of these. I mean, honestly, I don't want to play these either, but if I don't, then I'm down to 10 cards here. All right, we'll take Bespoke Bow. So plenty of bounce, right? We have 4 bounce effects. And let's be real here. The purple Dragon Punks are staying in. Here we have Return to the Sewers versus Blue-Red Land. So there's also Mouser Mark 3, but I'm just going to take another Return to the Sewers. Normally I would take Blue-Red Land there, but I actually just don't think we're going to have enough playables. So okay, take Negate in case we open that dragon. Man, we got that 5-mana dragon so often when we first played the format. Probably because you had those triple mythic packs. Alright, this pack sucked. We got like some cards, but yeah. I think pack 3 will go better though, given what we saw. Alright, well, April O'Neil Hacktivist, one of the best rares in the format. Excellent card to pick up here. Excellent, excellent. There's an Ooze Spill and a Nobody. If one of those tables, I would be thrilled. This April is way worse. Reporter of the Weird. Don't care for that. There's Ray Fillet, Man Ray, Buzzbots, and Mouser Mark. I think Buzzbots is better than Mouser Mark. The question is, do I want the Ray Fillet? I'm just going to keep my curve low. I have 3 Return to the Sewers here. Let's just do it like this so you can actually get a good sense for the mana curve. And I'm just going to focus on more cheap artifacts here. Tainted Treat staying. Okay. Well, certainly not going to take that. The Anchovy and Banana Pizza here as well. There's Mouser Mark 3 and Escape Tunnel. And I'm just going to take Mouser Mark here. This is one of, like I said before, it's like, I'm not sure we're going to get enough cards to play. So for that reason, I will take playable cards over. That's like the 3rd or 4th Tainted Treats, by the way. So I guess Golgari was the place to be. A really, really hard pivot from where we were at, though. I'm going to take Utram Scientist here over a second Bot Bashing Time, but would rather not play either. I guess we take another Sewer-Veillance. 3 is a lot. 3 is a lot of Sewer-Veillance Cam. Okay, Donatello. I'm not going to take the 4th, okay? I know it's a good card, but we need a way to win, and Donatello certainly helps with that. All right, that's another Buzzbots. Sure. Do I want... Okay, so I'm going to go back, because I got to see what my like spell situation is. Bunch of tapping. Some amount of bouncing. Well, I mean, this is also the reason why you never ever have to play Donatello's technique. All right, so somebody took the Nobody over Ooze Spill. I would have liked the Nobody too, but I will take the Ooze Spill here. This is my spell situation. 10 spells. There's a Mouser Mark. So this is 13 creatures? All right. I think I like Mouser Mark more than the Tapper. Yeah. Why? I don't understand. Like, is this meant for Constructed? I guess. Donatello's technique. I just don't understand that card. I mean, I can certainly cut one of these Sewer-Veillance Cams for another creature if I need. Well, we do have 9 2-mana creatures. I think I should play like one of the Tapper creature. Utram Scientist, maybe. Like, this is just... Take the Bebop here. I will say, I mean, the mana that we get from the purple Dragon Punks will be utilized pretty well. Yeah, let's play one Utram Scientist, and I think 4 is too many of the Sewer-Veillance Cam. Like, we just have plenty to do with our mana. Triple Sewer-Veillance Cam, triple Mouser Foundry, and we have April O'Neil. Yeah, all right. As much as I hate to do it, I think it's correct. It's just like, this is kind of slow. It's good, but... And I'm much higher on it than originally. But I still think, like, you can draw too many of those. All right, now before round one starts, I did want to say that if you've been enjoying this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Big shout out to all the patrons. Thank you so much for your support. Access to the Patreon will give you access to my Discord channel, which I believe is a really great way to join a wonderful group of folks looking to up their limited game. I do monthly videos and monthly streams, and I try to stay active in the Discord as well. If you want to take your game to the next level, check it out. Alrighty, on the play here, I have two mountains here, but I do have turn 2 Purple Dragon Punks into Spicy Oatmeal Pizza and Mouser Mark, and we drew the island right away, which is great. I will lead with the Purple Dragon Punks because that gives me access to mana. They got a forest. Do they have a 2-drop? Green-white. Frog Butler. Okay. Got a think here. Attack. Play Donatello. If they have a Tenderize, that'll be sad. Land would be fantastic, of course, just being able to potentially double spell here, like Mouser Mark 3 into Spicy Oatmeal Pizza. Stomped by the foot, sure. Ooh. Interesting. Yeah, I'm going to kill the Frog Butler. He missed the land drop. Now, I can't cast Return to the Sewers, but I mean, when you're playing a deck with 15 artifacts, like, this is still going to be pretty good. Awkward hand here for the opponent. Well, but they do have a good hand. Courier of Comestibles, obviously quite strong here. Definitely not something I'm interested in bouncing. And they drew a land off the top, so that's also very, very good. Let's attack. Let's play Mouser. Alright. So now they're going to fetch here. Did they show me what they went and got with the courier? Oh, no. They made a food. So that means... Okay. Okay. Interesting. I guess if they have an everything pizza, they could just be playing it here. That's a Squirrelinoids, 5 cards in hand. Another tap... Wait, did they not miss a land drop? Okay, no, he missed the land drop. Just 2 lands in a row, Lord of Ironforge. Come on now. All right. I'm gonna chill here. Keep up Return to the Sewers and or the card draw on Sewer-Veillance Cam. I think I'd rather just play Return to the Sewers if they play something big. But I'm just going to pass. I'm not going to tap. If they want to attack me, they can attack me. But they're doing the multicolor shenanigans deck. That is a Ragamuffin Raptor, and that can get them, I suppose, a Frog Butler. Okay. So here's my thing. I can just untap my creature, right? I don't need to tap their thing. That's fine. Get my value that way. What else can I do? There is a Metalhead here that I can just play just to have something. I need more blue sources here. That's kind of an issue. And Metalhead on Squirrelinoids is like okay, but not great. The problem is, again, my color situation is less than ideal. Oh, that's what I should do. All right, so let's go Metalhead and pick up Spicy Oatmeal Pizza. Yeah, okay. And then we'll just chill. Because I don't want to bounce any of their things. Like, my deck has a lot of bounce, and certainly this board is not very good against bounce. Okay, so they can't play the Frog Butler here. Okay, Genghis Frog is now at 2-4. So I have an interesting decision to make here with the Spicy Oatmeal Pizza, I suppose. I think I like killing the frog still. All right, and now what do I play? I think I'm just going to go Mouser Foundry over Buzzbots, just because I can use that to kill the Ragamuffin Raptor if I need. We're just going to keep taking it slow. Hey, we've been getting a lot of work from the Purple Dragon Punks, I will say. It has been doing work. I foresee in my future a massive land pocket, so we got to just make sure we can try to find ways to put pressure. I mean, to be fair, more than anything, I would just like to draw an island, right? So, okay, so now they are passing with 5 mana up and a Frog Butler, so we are certainly not going to run into any of their shenanigans, and I am simply just going to pass. Tainted Treats on Metalhead. It destroys it. Now, I can put it on top, but I don't think I want to. Primordial Pachyderm. Yep. Okay, and then they're going to go Frog Butler. All right, so let's kill the Ragamuffin Raptor. And then we can just tap the Pachyderm. Okay. That's also pretty good. Do I want to trade Mouser Mark for Squirrelnoids? He's got 2 cards left. Sure. Let's go aggro. Because I'm just going to kill the Pachyderm here. I'll keep lands. Alright. I'm at 11 life. I have a decent board. My opponent's got 2 cards. That's a Westwind Avatar. Yikes. Okay. Fair enough. So now they're going to be able to draw a card here. So I don't want to cast Return to the Sewers until their turn, right? So I can't get damage in this turn. Yeah, no attacks. I hope they don't have, like, the hexproof spell. That would be bad. Like the hexproof indestructible spell? Alright, good. Okay. So they won't draw the card here. Okay, that was wonderful. That was absolutely wonderful. They're at 21 life. I'm going to use Return to the Sewers again. They have Frog Butler. Let's pump up Buzzbots. Let's make a big attack. Now, keep in mind, they're at 21 life, so it's... But all these Return to the Sewers that we took highly, certainly paying off here against their 7-drop. Now they're in a tricky spot. If they don't have a land, like... You know what I mean? Because they have the Westwind Avatar that they want to play. Let's play Buzzbots off the Purple Dragon Punks that we can pass. Okay, they're going to sack their land again. And, I mean, this probably does it. That's like a I want to concede type situation. Yeah. All right, look at that. Look at that. I feel like, you know, the artifacts deck, you know, we're mostly playing with commons, but they just, whoever designed the artifact side of Turtles, great work. It just, everything works so well together. You know what I mean? Like, individually, they're not super powerful, but combined, it's a great deck. All right, on the play, we got lands and spells. I keep. I'm gonna not play out the Sewer-Veillance Cams. I don't think there's like a big reason to do so. It's better to just use this to like save damage and whatnot. Although we did draw 3. Hey, by the way, that's why I'm only playing the 3. Look at my hand. Brainstorm? Sure. Cool art, I guess. But in limited, it's like... It's just a replacement level card. It doesn't really do anything. Alright, Raphael Tough Turtle. We drew the land. I might just play this out because I have literally nothing to do. Mouser Foundry. Like, every point of damage can be relevant here, so let's just tap it down. Alright, Island is a great draw. Attack. Play April. Draw a card. Blue-red, I mean, they do have the 4 mana 6 damage spell, so that would be their best follow-up here. Oh, excuse me. I don't know about, look, so let me read this. At the beginning of your end step, draw a card for each card type among spells you've cast this turn. Okay. Okay, great. Great. Let's play land. Let's go for 1 in the air. Let's go Mouser Foundry. Let's go Buzzbots. And let's draw 2 cards. Well, that's just silly. Right? Like, that's actually just silly. Bespoke Bow, sure. Yep. And I'm just going to minimize, like, any and all damage that I can take here. So let's tap down Raphael again. Okay. Buzzbots, sure. Okay. I guess this is kind of interesting. They have 2 cards left. This thing can't hit me for like 3, I guess. Am I okay taking 3 damage? Because I can go April O'Neil into Mouser Mark 3. Yeah, let's just add to the board and draw more cards. I should find an answer for the Buzzbots. Like, the Raphael is kind of the annoying part. It's just like, will they be able to burn me out? You know what I mean? Nobody on Bespoke Bow. Shh. That's fine. They can't really attack me, so. Other than the 1 in the air. So, like, that's the thing. Like, I'm drawing a bunch of cards, but they're not running out of things to do, right? So, it is kind of problematic here. Like, I do have other things I could be doing, but I'm not. Because I have the Sewer-Veillance Cam I can play. Draw 2 more cards. Now we might be getting to the point where they're going to equip the Buzzbots. I mean, it's pretty clearly putting it on Buzzbots. Putting on nobody, like, do you think when you spend all that mana to move it onto, like, a nobody, like, you're just gonna... It just doesn't seem reasonable to move it onto nobody. Like, I can just chump with a 1/1, and then I can obviously just play, like, a million things. I just don't think that's very good. So, I don't know what their consideration is. Okay, well, I'm just gonna take the 1 here. Ah, Donatello. Okay. Fair enough. Is this sorcery speed? Okay. Ooh, Spill. That's a nice little 1-2 punch. I kind of just don't need to draw more cards. So I'm just gonna wait. If they sacrifice the escape tunnel, I'll put Donatello on top. Yeah, I don't need to draw more cards. Alright, so in response to this, we will put you on top. Wait, my April O'Neil is still on the stack. Okay, so I get to draw a card now? Fair enough, and I drew Metalhead. This is great. Okay. I guess I need to be careful that I don't deck myself, right? One card left in hand for the opponent. Hopefully they're out of stuff. We obviously have no shortage of things. Okay. I mean, I could have sacrificed this too. It's not like a big surprise or anything. All right, what do I want to do now? Let's play a land. Let's get Metalhead going. Let's bounce the Buzzbots. I don't know that I'm ever going to be able to like sack all of these. Like I want to start putting pressure on my opponent. So I do feel like I want to sacrifice something with the Metalhead. But it might just be the Mutagen, actually. Yeah, let's just sack Mutagen, I guess. Alright, another return to the sewers, sure. Life totals are 12 apiece. Also, this just like threatens lethal, by the way. Depending on like how much red mana I have up. Buzzbots I will let resolve. I guess it is awkward because like then I don't get to spend my mana this turn. But they turned this into a 5-3 and I'll just double block here. At this point, like I have 13 cards left. I don't need any more cards, so I kind of want them to kill the April O'Neil. They're like, yes, we killed April O'Neil, we did it. I'm like, I got 3 Sewer-Veillance Cams in play. I'm good. And I will let the Buzzbots resolve, like I said, because I just... Wait, they're just keeping up 4 mana. So this tells me they probably have returned their own return to the sewers. No reason to do anything other than attack. Oh, retro mutation. Yep. Whatever. I'll just keep all the lands here. 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 mana, so I can play a 2-drop. No, I can also keep up Ooze Spill and return to the sewers, right? Alright, let's just pass. Casey Jones. Though I am here's the thing, okay? The way that I look at this is I am so far ahead, or I feel so far ahead to the point where I just need to make sure I can keep up counter magic against like the bombiest of bombs, right? That's kind of where I'm at here. Yeah, like all these cards just simply don't matter. They're at 12? Oh, I should... Oh, wait, what am I doing? I could have just gone for the win. That was stupid. I wasn't thinking. 5... 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, I wasn't thinking. I had lethal. That was a mistake, folks. I could have sacked both of these and just tap both of these down. All right. Well, little boo-boo on my part. That's fine. Let's play this and just keep up counterspell. 2 cards in hand for the opponent. Yeah, I had lethal. I mean, I guess they had 1 red up, but I don't know what they could have for the 1 red. But I mean, for the most part, yeah. Still little micro interactions. Like I need to be, you know, I need to play a little bit more. These decks are hard to play, I will say. All right, they said good game after trying to kill a Metalhead. Yeah, I mean, even if I let this resolve, I was in a good spot. So, yeah, I mean, that's one of those things where we go, hey, the game went long. My opponent didn't play any crazy bombs. We both just had like similar, just blue-red value decks, and we had a little more value. Oh, I know, they did have a Donatello. Yes. And we played April. What am I saying? I drew my bomb. Duh. All right, on the play here. Got islands and mountains. I'm wondering if I should go like an extra island. We just have, with like the Sewer-Veillance Cams, like I just need way more blue mana. You know what I mean? I'm gonna play Mouser Mark III just because it's just gonna get in for more damage. All right, we got a sneaky deck here. Mechanized Ninja Cavalry. Sure. Let's beat down. I don't think they can afford to attack me because of the existence of Sewer-Veillance Cam. But we'll see. Alright, well, I will do the thing. The untapping mode has been surprisingly reasonable, right? It just like saves you a lot of damage. They have 6 cards in hand. I'm keeping the 1/1 back here. Just because in case they like go end of turn kill your purple dragon punks, and I want to keep a creature back for sneaky shenanigans, right? I mean, they can't really attack me. What do they have? What on earth did they have? I really want to draw cards here, so I am going to just pass. Ah, fair enough. Okay. They're playing lots of things. I mean, they can't attack me, so there's that at least. Alright, let's draw some cards. Alright. That's good. We have access to 5 mana here. So Mouser Foundry on Jenica looks pretty enticing because that still just gives me a bunch of blockers. That gives me 3 blockers. Now they can obviously still sneak something in. But it's just a really good use of my mana because then next turn I can go like Spicy Oatmeal Pizza plus Counterspell or anything along those lines. So let's kill the Jenica while we can. And hopefully this board is good enough. But this is one of those, like, you know, if they have a good sneak card, they're going to get us. But I didn't want to, like, get got by, like, a combat trick. I don't know. Maybe I'm... Oh my gosh, that's... Alright, well... Okay, that's not... Well, it's pretty bad. Alright, well, here we go. Let's go... Spicy Oatmeal Pizza. They might have the Hamato thing. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay. Now what? We have a Bespoke Bow and an Utrum Scientists. I'm gonna go Scientists just to weather the storm here. Alright, they still have 3 cards in hand. This is literally the best card in the format. Number 1. Very good. Sally Pride, 70.8%. 3 cards in hand. They are super wide. This is a very big turn for us to try to stabilize, because then next we can start getting the ball rolling with April. Oh gosh, Koya? So that just straight up exile something if they pay the 4, which they're going to. Oh, okay, sure, yeah. Alright, I'll just take 2, trade with 1. This is still a lot to handle. Man! Okay, so they killed my thing. I don't have the mana to save my thing, right? Like, I am enough. There's enough here. Like, I can't play April and keep up the Boo spell, but at the same time, what am I gonna do? Just play a bespoke bow? Like, this is also just a good blocker. So I think the plan here is to play April, bounce a token, and if they have the removal spell, so be it. I still get to draw 2 cards. All right. Just every single turn, I'm just like, please, just don't do something crazy. And every turn, they do something crazy. Yep. All right, we're going to take 6 damage here. Presumably, they're going to attack with everything. Yep. So definitely this, definitely this. All right, we're at 9 life. We can gain some life with the oatmeal pizza. We have a Buzzbots, which is also very good. So we have to think. We have access to 8 mana. Buzzbot seems really good here. I gotta think. I'll play Master Foundry as well. And just keep up Oospill. I think I'm gonna need to use Oospill next turn. So now, like, this can trade with the 2/2, this can trade with this can trade with this. Having the 2/2 in play means they can't attack me with the 1/1s. And I'm just, like, almost certainly going to counter whatever it is they play this turn. And they know that, like, the longer the game goes, it probably favors me just because I have a bunch of, like, things I can sacrifice. I have just way more mana sinks, right? So let's try to counter this dimensional removal spell. Keep our life total high. They got 1 card left. Shredder's Technique, okay. Fair enough. I get to draw a card. They're going to hit me with... Yep. Block here. All right, we're at 7. Okay, now what? Let's not mess around. Let's just kill this. There's nothing you can do, right? Unless there's something on this card that I don't know. Unless there's like something I'm missing on that card. Then let's move this here. I don't know why. I kind of sequenced this kind of wrong. I should have done this first, but whatever. It's one of those, like, they're completely tapped out. There's not much to play around, and I was going to do all those things anyways. All right, Mechanized Ninja Cavalry. They don't have good attacks. We can gain life off the pizza. And we have a mutagen here as well. Double Return to the Sewers. Happy enough attacking for 3. Okay. And then I'm gonna use the mutagen here. So now, like, I have 2 creatures that block their things, and I have double Return to the Sewers. Squirrelinoids, okay. They can't attack me. Let's try to bounce you. They kept it on top. Let's gain some life. They can also gain life, so. Another Return to the Sewers. I'll take it. All right, let's make this extra large. Attack. Okay. I mean, if they take it here, we just get to keep Return to the Sewers on the Squirrelinoids, right? And we still just get to keep a good board back here. Yep. Okay. So this is now a lethal attack. And now I have to think. Yeah, this is fine. I'm going to just cast it again. Okay. Now they have to jump with this. Okay. Alright, well that land was not great, because now I don't need to... I'm not going to use this mutagen. 11? Okay, we need one of our, like, many Sewer-Veillance Cams. Any type of interaction, obviously, would be good. Mouse or Foundry gets it done. There we go. Alright. Nice little grindy game here. And I'm just happy that they played Sally Pride and we had the way to kill it. Right? We just had the way to stop it. Don't leave home without your spicy oatmeal pizza. Didn't think I would ever utter those words in my life. But here we are. 3-0. Alright, opponent on the play. I'm going to keep this. A little heavy on the islands here, but we do have a Sewer-Veillance Cam that can find us more cards, and we have a Buzzbots on too, so I think this, you know, I am known for making some loose keeps. I think this is a fine keep. Okay, ooh, look at that. Mountain right off the top, so that's great. A blue-red mirror, which takes forever, by the way. Casey Jones, okay. Well, I didn't think I was going to need to play this, but I guess I am now. The tough part here is they have options. Alright, yeah, this is good. The blue-red mirrors take forever. Alright, so previously I was going to play Buzzbots, but because I drew nobody, I am going to change that. Play the Mouse or Foundry so I can pick it up, make a 1/1. And certainly, like, they're not going to be using a removal spell on the robot token here, right? I mean, I guess they can Sewer-Veillance Cam and then, like, hit me with them, and then hit me for 2 and play Mouse or Foundry, but... Alright, so they're setting up for the long game, which is completely fair. Yeah. I mean, these games, it's all about value, right? This matchup, a lot of this is about value. So I'm going to keep the extra cam. I think it's just like last Thopter standing, or if somebody plays a bomb. And my deck doesn't have that many bombs, so we'll see. But both of our decks just doing very... Okay. Sure. Yep. Yep. Alright. Look at this. Buzzbots. First blood, baby. Huh? How are you going to handle this clock? So next turn we're going to have access to 6 mana for artifacts, so not quite able to play Mouse or Foundry and activate immediately, but we will have the ability to play Mouse or Foundry and tap something down with Sewer-Veillance Cam. For example, I could tap down the Purple Dragon Punks during their draw step, or upkeep, or whatever. I would be surprised if there is some kind of attack they can make here, unless they just jam Raphael, like just hardcast it or something. But yeah, Mouse or Foundry makes sense. Do they have a land? Or did they already play a land? I don't think I've missed a land drop, so no, they already played their land. All right, are you ready? Are you ready? Uno. Now what? I don't think I need to play this yet. This is like a better blocker, so I'm just going to play a 2/3. And then now we got to think. I figure I might as well just like cut off 1 mana. The thing is, they're probably just going to use Mouse or Foundry, but they might want to just kill the Purple Dragon Punks, honestly, because it's something that generates mana for me. And this matchup seems like one of the more important things for this matchup. Stockman Mad Flyentist into Retro Mutation. Okay. That is actually kind of annoying. It's just like a large flyer. Let's get in for 1. If they block, I can kill it. Okay. Alright, they blocked. So now we do the thing. Kill that. And yeah, I mean, I feel like we've drawn more cards. Or no, it's kind of close because they played Casey Jones as well. Yeah. I don't actually know how I'm supposed to win this other than hoping that my opponent runs out of cards, right? They can kill Mousermark and I guess get in for some kind of attack. It's not a particularly good attack. Like, it would clean up a bunch of stuff, I guess. Like, if they killed a nobody, like, I can still put the 2-3 in front of any of these cards, right? And it's not like they're going to attack me with a bunch of robots. Alright, so let's go Purple Dragon Punks. We don't have any attacks. And we're just going to be drawing some cards. Do I actually have enough mana to... So, like, this is mana neutral with Purple Dragon Punks. I didn't actually stop to think about the mana situation here. I don't think I'm gonna be able to... Well, but what it might as well, right? Whatever, I'll just tap this, I guess. Oh, I should have just tapped down these two and attacked with a bunch of 1/1s. Yeah, it's fine. Alright, Spicy Oatmeal Pizza. That is a Donatello, so I'm going to play it. I mean, I think it's probably going to get wrecked, but it is what it is. They probably have the thing that puts it on top or something. Alright, we're going to just relax, chill. 5 cards in hand. I mean, that is a win condition. Bespoke Bow. Okay. Yep. Alright, so now they can maybe get some damage in. I don't know. Mousermark, sure. Again, they just don't have good attacks here. I can just play the Sewer-Veillance Cam and activate it right away. It's probably good. So that's a 5-3. All right. Well, April was a great draw. Although I'm like a little bit concerned I'm going to deck myself, but maybe that's fine. They have 2 cards. I got to think. All right. I mean, we are certainly, like, ahead on resources by a good amount. Retro Mutation, sure. I could bounce this. We'll see what happens. I could just also take 4 damage. Yeah, because I want to go, like, Donatello and play a bunch of things, but... yeah, let's just bounce this. Oh, what am I doing? I thought I'm so dumb. What the hell? Okay. What? I literally don't know what I was thinking. That I was targeting my April. Or I was trying to target my April. How did that happen? What the hell? Okay, that's bizarre to me, at least. Okay, well, whatever. All right, spicy oatmeal pizza on Donatello. Yeah, that was so bad, folks. I do not know what I was thinking there. That was quite bad. Okay, that is an ooze spill. And I am certainly in the market to just start attacking. Yeah. All right, we're going to get kind of aggressive here. Okay, we'll do this. Yeah, I'm just trying to get really aggressive here. That was, again, that was really, really bad. I'm going to wait on the scientists for the next turn when they tap down with the bow. Let's attack. Yeah, gosh, why would... I mean, I do have a lot of other bounce effects in my deck. I've drawn a bunch of cards, but, like, this is obviously just really bad. Okay. All right, they're at 4 life. Okay, well, that was certainly good. So now they go up to 7, and we have Ooze Spill available. And we still have a really big attack next turn. And this is just because we're up a lot of cards, right? This is because we're up a lot of cards. We're just countering this, and then that's game. Yeah, all right. Whew. Okay, well, that was certainly a close one there. And we are off to a nice start here, 4-0. Update though, the internet person is here, so I will finish this afterwards. All right, internet is up and running once again, although they have to replace some kind of cable. Random question, if you made it this far, do you tip your cable guy? I wasn't sure. I feel like at this point, you know, especially in the US, we kind of tip for everything. He didn't fix anything, but I don't know. All right, gonna keep this hand. Certainly could use land at number 3 here. Kept a 2-lander, island, and a mountain with a Mouser Foundry on 2, with plenty of good 3-mana plays. Ooh, Featherbrained Filcher. Always scary. I don't think I'm supposed to just tap it. I think I'd rather use my mana here and play the Mouser Foundry, but of course if they go Swamp, this is the ideal start where they can go, okay, that's good. They just had the Filcher, and they played the Ooze, and they didn't have anything beyond that. All right, let's attack. See if they block. And we didn't draw land, so we're sad. But I will say, I think you can kind of expect this. Like, I would say that roughly like once, possibly even twice per game, you're just going to lose a game where this happens. It happened to us in the last draft run, rather, and it might happen here. All right, our opponent didn't have a play here. Let's attack, I guess. So now what do I do? I have Donatello. Seems pretty tempting to play here. I have Bespoke Bow as well. I mean, this is also another flyer. I guess they could kill this, which is not great. You know, I'm just going to be patient. Whatever. I mean, this kind of tips my hand, but worst case scenario, like I can just play out a Sewer-Veillance Cam. Oh, they are Esper. Usually a black-white deck should not be splashing. They could be playing an island because they have Splinter, the one white-black hybrid card. I mean, I'm just countering anything, so it's fine. 4-mana, 2/4 lifelinker. I will counter it. Okay, give me a land. Another land. Oh, great. Okay, so we can go Donatello. We can attack. And I'm going to pass. I mean, I can keep up Sewer-Veillance Cam. I can, certainly I can do the mutagen thing, but like, I'm not sure what they're going to do here exactly. They have 4 cards in hand. This is the, okay, anchovy and banana pizza, sure. Donatello down. I highly doubt that they attack me here. The ooze is so strong, by the way, but yeah. I guess there's no reason not. Like, I'm going to just play this anyway, so might as well just tap it down. Alright, we did draw nobody. I am interested in that one. I think what I want to do, though, is use a mutagen token on Buzzbots. Always a great target. Attack for 3. Play nobody. Pick up the Foundry. We get to Surveil. Ooh, I will keep April Hacktivist. Get a 1/1, and so now we have a pretty good board. They have the Featherbrain Filcher. They certainly have, you know, mutagen. I can bounce the Filcher at some point. But yeah, I mean, if they're trying to sneak something in here, they will definitely be successful. Omni Cheese Pizza in your... Yeah, okay, so this is... yeah. I mean, it's got a lot of good cards in it, but it's not quite the all-in aggressive black-white sneak deck that you might be expecting. They could pump the high-flying ace, I suppose? So at this point, we now ask the question as to how aggressive are we interested in being here, right? They have 2 cards in hand. I can go April O'Neil and just draw a card, or if I were to return to the sewers the high-flying ace, I can get in for, I guess it would just be 3 damage. So maybe that's just not worth. And then certainly Sewer-Veillance Cam activation here doesn't seem that good either. All right, so yeah, I'm just going to go with play April. And, you know, it puts the onus on them to have a removal spell to kill it. But the thing is, at the very least, she's still replacing herself, which gives me a good chance of drawing a land to be able to, like, play multiple things, right? They're on 2 cards here. They can sneak something in. But outside of the ooze, they don't have that many more resources available. They have 2 pizzas that they can use to gain life. I take that back. They have Krang and Shredder. And they can sacrifice a mutagen. Oh, God, that's so good. All right, so now I'm going to have to lean on Return to the Sewers, I guess. Oof, this is gross. Because now they can play the Mouser Foundry as well. So I went from thinking, okay, things are looking fine, to things are looking terrible. Now the question is, how aggressive do they want to be? Okay. Yeah, Krang and Shredder with what they have here is absolutely ridiculous. Here's the thing, if I put it on top, I need to put it on top during their turn, so I can't actually draw a card this turn. If I bounce this with Bespoke Bow, they can just like replay it and then sacrifice the Omni Cheese. I guess that's okay. I mean, being able to draw 2 cards does seem good. All right, you know what? I will bounce the Krang and Shredder. I take this back. Let's draw a card. All right. The nice thing is I haven't put any extra permanents into the graveyard, so they're going to have to sacrifice the Omni Cheese Pizza to be able to get the disappear on the Krang and Shredder. So they're going to be able to get 1 card off of this, but we got to use our mana a little bit better. And the next turn, we can play Return to the Sewers on their turn. And this gives us the option of drawing like a 2-drop or something like that. I don't really have a way to kill a 7 toughness creature. I can bounce it forever, but I might get decked as well. And they have these big flyers. Yep, Krang and Shredder. They hit Purple Dragon Punks, so they might not sack the Omni Cheese Pizza. It might not be worth it. The 1/1 I will take. Oh, do they have a Leo? Wow, that's really... Wow. That's incredible. Good stuff. All right. All right. Yeah, well now I am mega behind. I wonder if it's actually better to just tap down the Krang and Shredder for now, right? I don't know. I mean, I'm at 10 life. Like, this is really bad. And I kind of need to find answers. All right, sure. The thing is, they can give, like, Leonardo... Yeah, okay. Yeah, Krang was too good. Krang was too good. I mean, I'm just dead here. And the ooze. The ooze is real nice. All of our trinkety nonsense is not going to be good enough here. Wow. Sure. Well, the kind of this mid-rangey version is certainly getting it done. All right. We can play Buzzbots. And we can pass. I guess we can hit for 2 in the air. So now I can go return to the sewers on Krang and Shredder. I mean, they might just have like a lethal situation here, because they can... I mean, we'll see what they do. But they have a high-flying ace and the ability to pump 2 things. Put them both in the air. And they're at 13 life, so it's not like I have enough damage to kill them myself. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I guess Metalhead. And then, yeah, I mean, we'll see. They have to somehow get like... weirdly super careless, and I have to draw Metalhead or something. All right, they are targeting my Buzzbots. Sure. Hey, that's another return to the sewers. They should really target their Leonardo. They should not target their Krang. It is insane to target. Okay. Oh, I guess I can just block the Krang, right? All right, well. I mean, we still have to block a lot of things. So we block here so we don't die. Krang comes in next turn. I mean... Hold on. They're at 13 life. Let's see. 5 mana. And then 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. So this would be a 7/7 haster. Wow, that's crazy how close we are here. But now, because I don't have the 2 flyers, and I'm at 3, I feel like I'm on like double return to the sewers here, maybe. Let's see, if I 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then these 2 get blocked, that's 9 damage. Like, I need to find a way to like sneak damage in out of nowhere. Why don't we do that too? So now the Krang and Shredder isn't coming into play. Oh, they didn't want it. Okay, they didn't want it. I mean, I still need the other return to the sewers here to deal with the filter. Yep. Yeah, I even drew the Metalhead. Was there like a world where I could have done more damage to them? Hey, look, we're at least like still putting up a fight, but this is just a little much. Little much. The Ooze is just not a reasonable card. Look at how many just trinkets they have in play. You know what I mean? Okay, now they get the Krang Disappear trigger. They got a Mouser Mark III, which they can play. This is just... It's too much! It's too much! I can't handle it. Yep. Five, 4. Can I just get like super aggressive here? I don't know. I mean, we're playing a bunch of stuff, but none of it's that great. All right, there's a Krang. They hit a Sewer-Veillance Cam. They can play the filter. They can pump something. Now, if this gave like trample or something, maybe there's something we could do there, right? Why are they making such a large mouser? It feels like my opponent's just like making a random game actions. Well, that I need to block. Oh, they can untap something too. I don't think they know about it though. All right, we have 10 mana here, friends. That is simply not enough. Oh, I should have equipped the bow. Oh, I can. I'm at 3 though. So if I kill the 1/1, it doesn't work. Wow. Dang. I'm kind of surprised actually that they took this all. I almost could have killed them. 12 damage? That's crazy. Okay, well I can't, so let's just kill this, I guess. I mean, I have 6 blockers, so it should be hard. They don't have anything that flies, but they can gain a bunch of life. Okay. We came close. I think I didn't really think out my plan there. Like I tapped the red mana. I should have just tapped a blue there to pump this even more. I just felt like on that board it was just so hard for me to win that I just made that attack. And the thing is, they obviously had the option to double block, so I didn't bother attacking with everything else. But now that they're at 4 life, there's a glimmer of hope, right? I have 7 attackers. I can make this, I can give this menace. So this has to get blocked by 2 things. And I can use the Foundry to get another blocker out of the way, right? And anything that's a lethal attack, of course I will block. So they hit a Mouser Mark 3, sure. I'm just gonna chump. But they can also just gain a bunch of life, so that's another thing, right? So this gets blocked by 2 things. And they go to 10. And they have 3 blockers. Yeah, it's not realistic here. Tunnel Rats. I guess if they're not gaining life. No, they're gonna have 6 blockers. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not quite enough. And they're at 7. Yeah. Hey, we did put up a good fight. Oh! I mean, that's also a thing, and I certainly want to kill the Filcher. But I want to just straight up kill the Filcher. I'm going to lock down Krang and Shredder, I think. But I don't have to play this now. I'm at 3 life. This is so dangerous. 4, 5, 6. Lock down 2 things. And tap. And then lock down 2 things. 2 things get blocked here. And then they still... I don't have enough. So that's 10 damage. They have so many mutagen tokens. Okay. What a marathon of a game. Foot Elite, sure. I mean, at least Metalhead like eats 2 things every turn. That's pretty good. But I have to sacrifice things as well to make this work. And I need to make sure that I keep blockers back too. And they're at 7 life, right? They have 1 food. No, they have 3 food. Okay. So they're 10. Yeah, so if they're gaining all this life, then it makes things more difficult for us too. Well, they can't attack me. Yep. Nothing to disappear. All right, what if I draw something really good? Oh my gosh. A spicy oatmeal pizza, you say? I can stack this where I gain the life first, by the way. Yeah, I mean... I don't think there was a world where I could actually get them low enough to finish them with the oatmeal pizza, so I'm just attacking. And forcing some kind of bad block. Oh my gosh. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 damage. 2, 4, 5, 6, 11, 12, 13, 14 damage. And I can make it 14 toughness. Okay, so I can't actually sack anything here. So now we can just try to kill the biggest things. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So these 4 creatures, sure. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah. All right, so we gotta... Okay. All right, I think we're dead. But we put up a good fight. We wiped out their board, but the ooze was simply too much, I think. And they're at 13 life, yeah. I will say this is a testament to the deck and the resilience of the deck, where I have 4 cards left in my deck. Like, I almost came back this game. And maybe I could have, maybe there was a world where I could have like mind tricked my opponent to actually winning this game. I didn't see the line, but it was kind of like hoping my opponent does the suboptimal thing to give myself a chance to win. And I didn't do that necessarily. All right, we're dead now. They're 13. Krang and Shredder, too strong. All right, well, we were 1 win away from Mythic, but now it's going to have to wait. We're 4-1, still pretty confident with this deck. Think it's rock solid, but we still have a lot more Magic to play. Man, we're like an hour and a half in, and I'm only 4-1. I don't think that I'm playing slow, but we do have some long, complicated games. Okay. This is a totally fine hand to keep here. We have 3 lands, Sewer-Veillance Cam, Ooze Spill, Return to the Sewers, and Purple Dragon Punks. Honestly, based on where we were at during the draft, I'm reasonably happy to be where we are. You know what I mean? Like, having 4 wins with this deck, pretty good. We don't have any Baxter Stockmans, but I mean, this deck's obviously fine. All right, mono white start. Nothing here with the Lita. I am happy with this trade. They are not. Okay, so check this out. I think we did this before, but with Purple Dragon Punks, we can do this. Untap this, so it's mana neutral. Oh, wow. Make your move on Sewer-Veillance Cam. That's hilarious. Okay, I guess we'll tap you down. Well played, I guess. Should have played around the make your move, I guess. Alright, well now we're flooded. Like, we were gonna use the Sewer-Veillance Cam to get us out of this. Usually we should be in an okay place here, you know what I mean? But let's counter that. Okay. Okay. Well, this is where you go, Paul, you should have played the 4th Sewer-Veillance Cam. Why does my voice sound like this? Did they have another creature? Splinter Hamato Yoshi. Bespoke Bow. Sure. I'm gonna choose to hold off on the mutagen. God, another stupid Krang and Shredder. Ugh. Trump Scientist. Okay, okay. Alright, well that's something. Nobody on the Bespoke Bow? Sure. Don't want the mountain. Bespoke Bow. And Krang and Shredder. Mutagen. Here. Attack. Alright, opponent's at 7. Now, I did scry something to... They're gonna play Krang again. And they just hit a random thing. Now, I don't have the ability to get in for a decent attack here. I can chump attack to the point where... Like, I can move this over here and guarantee 4 points of damage. And then I put them to 3 and then Buzzbots kills them. Is that worth it when they just have the Splinter in their hand? Or is it better to just try to go for a Buzzbots kill? I'm gonna go for a Buzzbots kill. It's just like way safer, right? Alright, so they have a land, they have a Splinter. They probably have 2 spells in hand. Okay. Okay. What's the move here, though? Foot ninjas. Okay. Oh my gosh. That allowed them to gain a bunch of life, which is really not great for us. Alright, so now I should probably move this over to the Purple Dragon Punks. And then we can attack. See if they're willing to take the trade. Sure. It's pretty bad if they don't, because then if they take 7, then they're in a lot of trouble. Alright, we'll play another Buzzbots. Let's move it here. Alright, live totals are 13-9. It is top deck mode. Krang is getting in. They hit something. I am going to chump with the Buzzbots. To try to find... Well, first of all, I don't want to take that much damage. Okay, okay. These are things. They're at 9. Okay. Let's go Donatello. And spicy oatmeal pizza to the dome. Alright. Yeah. This Krang was certainly a lot less scary because my opponent's not playing, you know, the... they didn't have the ooze in play and was just going off with that card. So, given that, I think we actually were in a good spot. Okay, back to the option here, or back to the hope of hitting Mythic with this win. 5-1. All right, new match, 2-lander with a bunch of random cheap things. Absolutely keeping this on the draw. Opponent starting things off with Mountain. We drew land number 3, which is great. What is their second color? All right, so red-white. So looking at perhaps a more aggressive deck here. I'm going to start things off with purple dragon punks. I have lots of things to cast off of this, which is, of course, very good. They may or may not kill this. Wow. Okay, snap block. Sure. Like, I'd rather them just cast this combat trick here so they don't sneak something in. And, I mean, it's nice that I got that out of the way. Granted, it was a small cost for them as well. So it's, you know, I think that's one of those exchanges where both sides are reasonably happy with that. I think I'm actually, because I don't want this to die to Manhole Missile. My plan here is to actually play out Purple Dragon Punks. The way, okay, the reason behind this is this can still block the 1/1, right? And next turn I can still play Donatello and Mouser Foundry. And if I do, it becomes a 3/4. So this plays out around Manhole Missile and the Mouser Foundry that they have in play. So I think that was a really, really good turn for us. Got to utilize our mana. Now, of course, if they kill the Donatello, I mean, you know, it is what it is. All right, 2 damage in the air comes through, and we drew Sewer-Veillance Cam. I think I'm just going to kill the high-flying ace here while they're tapped out. Get in for 1. And then, of course, they can just do it back to us if they hit land number 5 and just, like, kill my purple dragon punks or whatever. You got me. Okay, interesting. Is it the Make Ronin card or whatever? Make 3 1/1s? Okay. Sure. Okay. It's fine. Let's play Mouser Mark. And Buzzbots. So, I mean, we're able to keep up with them because our curve is extremely low. They did find land number 5 here, so they can easily just go Mouser Foundry here and kill my Mouser Mark 3 to try to get in for some damage. But killing the punks makes more sense long term, just because that's been really strong and generating a lot of mana for us. All right, let's attack. All right, I'm going to do the same thing. We are going to do the Sewer-Veillance Camera trick. They have 3 cards in hand. I have Return to the Sewers available, although they did find a Dimensional Exile. Okay. So Mouser Mark down. Oh no, Buzzbots. Okay. So now they can get in for a good attack here. All right, so now let's go Sewer-Veillance Cam. Wow. Ninjas. I don't actually know which ones. They're red. I mean, I'll block a ninja, I guess. I feel like they have a ninja. Maybe they don't. Sure. Leonardo Big Brother. Okay. And then now we're just going to bounce that. Make good use of our mana here. And then if I draw a land, I can go Bespoke Bow onto Mouser Mark. Oh, wow. They actually... Okay. We'll just play Metalhead and kill a token. And they have a Leo. And, oh, Spicy Oatmeal Pizza. Nice. But the thing is, I think they don't want to lose their token, so they're just going to play Leo here. Yep. All right, so now... Kill this token. Give this Vigilance and attack. And we still have the Sewer-Veillance Cam and the Mutagen token here. This makes this into a lethal attack, and I can tap something down with Sewer-Veillance Cam. So that's fantastic. Oh, they can gain life. I forgot about that. Okay. I mean, I'm still doing all these things. All right. So they're sacking the pizza, going up to 8. They're going down to 3 now. We have a Sewer-Veillance Cam. So what they really need is a removal spell for Mouser Mark. Oh my gosh. Yep. That is incredible. Wow. We have lethal, fortunately. Does it have to attack? Being a combat turn gains target attack. Okay. Indestructible. Okay. Okay, so we got this. So let's just... And then they're probably going to scoop. All right. Well, there you have it. We are finally back in Mythic. Took a little bit of a... Took some time just because I had, of course, the Spotlight event in Richmond, so I didn't really play Magic over that weekend, but, you know, played enough here to get to Mythic now for the month, which we're like, what? I guess 12 days in. And yeah, rank 200. So decent place to start. Let's close things out with a trophy. Alrighty, here for our potential last match. On the play here, I'm going to keep this. General Kale. I actually know this person from the Bay Area. Gamer. Very, very solid player. I can't believe they're playing this. Wait, okay. When this enters, create a food token. Whenever an artifact an opponent controls put into graveyard from the battlefield, draw a card. This is really good against blue-red. Oh my gosh. It's not like as good elsewhere. But, you know what? Let's look up Party Dude. Is this better than I thought? Nope, nope, it's awful. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. You know what I mean? I just wanted to make sure. But yeah, every time... Oh, they have to level it up too. So it costs 3 mana to get that effect, which is pretty weak. Alright, so let's just tap down the escapees. Alright. What do you do? Whenever one or more of your opponent... Whatever. I mean, I have a counterspell. It's fine. The plan is to counter something. Okay, we'll definitely counter that. Whenever an artifact in opponent controls is put into a graveyard, whenever this... Okay. Just trying to figure out, like, what I need to be doing here. God, this is so good against blue-red. I think it's a good sideboard card. Does it only... And it happens, like, every single turn. So, like, all these trinkets, like, I just can't really sacrifice. Or they just get to draw the cards themselves, right? Like, look at this. All right. I mean, there is a matchup where this card is certainly very good. The matchup that we're playing right now, that is certainly the case. All right, so, I mean, gonna just try to put some pressure in the air. It is funny that they're like, priority number 1, get that party dude going. I'm gonna get you. Oh, never mind. Novel Nunchaku. Okay. Okay, I'll draw my card, you draw your card, sure. Okay. Yeah, I mean, my deck... I think this card legitimately beats my deck. I really don't think I can beat it. Donatello. I have 7 mana. So that will give me 4 left over, so I can use the Sewer-Veillance Cam. Okay. Sure. Whenever one or more of your opponents are attacked, up to one target tank creature gets +6/+X, where X is the number of cards in your hand. Okay. So I draw 1, they draw 2. Well, it is what it is. Five cards in hand. I mean, this is... It's gonna be tricky. That thing has Death Touch? That's not great. Basically, it's like I'm all in on this Donatello. That's a Ray Fillet. Oh, that's a 6/6 flyer? Oh my gosh. Okay, this is some value. All right, what is it that I can possibly do here? I gotta tap down the Ray Fillet. I mean, at this point, they're just drawing so many cards, so we're gonna... I mean, they draw what they need. They draw what they need to draw, and we're gonna try to find a way to get 11 points of damage through, right? Okay, 2 islands is not gonna get it done. Oh gosh. Okay, well this deck's just gas. I don't think they're gonna take 6 damage here. 6/6 is certainly big enough. Okay, well Donatello was my main out here. And yeah. It is easy to, I mean, look, when my deck's doing a bunch of like play a bunch of little dinky stuff, these like big Sultai go over the top decks are challenging. I think I'm pretty good against Sneak and Red-White, but against this type of deck in particular, not great. They're at 11. I don't even know what to bounce. Yeah. I'll play one more turn, I guess. It's not even like they've drawn too many cards. We need, I don't even know what I need, to be honest. Okay. So they have like nothing in their hand, because this is pretty weak. It basically makes it so that one creature gets +2/+2. So they should pump the Kitsune. I have to block here. Alright, Kitsune down, all my creatures down, they get to draw a card. They must have drawn something off of this. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Their deck's great. That is a wonderful deck. You drafted General Kale. Wouldn't be shocked if you get a trophy with that configuration. All right. Well, we had 2 shots at a trophy. It's been so long. I think the last time we were 6-1, we lost 2 in a row as well. Alrighty, opponent on the play. We are going to keep this. It's got our best card. So we got hope. Opponent leading with Swamp. We have April O'Neil. Okay, Black-White Sneak. Nothing that turn. I will play the Purple Dragon Punks. The only thing about playing the Punks is that they could have the Stomp by the Foot or whatever, and obviously that would be annoying. Wow, they just played this thing? I I did all of this wrong as well. The way that I look at this is I have a Sewer-Veillance Cam, right? If they kill my Mouser Mark, then I can untap my purple dragon thing, and it's fine. Block. I guess they could give it wings or something, but whatever. All right, now what? 4 cards in hand. That thing flies. I'm going to keep up Counterspell for a turn, I think. They have 4 cards in hand. And I do have Ooze Spill and Sewer-Veillance Cam, so there's just all kinds of action that they could be representing here. If they sneak something in, I can Ooze Spill. And that's my plan. I'm going to take the 2. And that's obviously fine. And then if they play Koya again, then we can counter it. Dream Beavers. Oof. That is a good one. Man, all these flyers is kind of annoying. Alright, I'm just going to counter this just to have another... just to make it so that their board doesn't get out of hand. 2 cards in hand. They have a Leonardo. I mean, I could technically kill the Dream Beavers here. Is that crazy? Kill Dream Beavers and then move the mutagen to the Mouser Mark. Really just make it so they use their removal. I think I will. Chill out, Jackie. I got grown-up moves I need to do, okay? See? See? This is why we can't have nice things. Rares like that. So silly. My turn. Okay? My turn. They probably have a removal spell too. The thing is, I couldn't even kill this with the spicy oatmeal pizza if I wanted to, right? So. Alright. Good beats. Dimensional Exile. Yeah. Oh, double removal spell. Okay. Well, excuse me. Okay. Alright, well, we are in mountains of trouble now. Yeah. Well, you know, the trophy continues to elude us. I counter the Koya. I guess I could have countered that. You know what I mean? There's just like a lot I could have done. But I think at the end of the day, like, unless I know for sure they have this card in their hand, I think it's pretty silly to just like play as if that's the reason why I'm losing this game. You know what I mean? The problem is I don't have enough damage here to like actually... I don't think I have the damage to kill them. Maybe. I don't know. They're at 4. They're at 11. Oh. That's a thing. I'm gonna make it so that they have to kill their own Savanti Romero, because I think that would be hilarious. Okay, what you got? So they go to 6 life. Basically, they have to kill Savanti. I mean, they obviously can. They just drew like their whole deck. But... okay, I'm playing to my outs. That's what I'm doing. They kept it on top. That's a good sign. This is all wishful thinking here, folks. Oh, man. But somehow, if they don't have any removal spells within the 7 cards in their hand, perhaps I can win this game, right? This is a don't give up type situation. If they have a make your move, we died at everything. They've drawn like almost their whole deck, so. So I go to 1 from this. I'm not even gonna play the purple dragon punks. I'm just like in case they have direct damage. Yeah, all right. Well, I tried, okay? I played the my outs. I thought that was fair. We just ended up losing because they had the removal spell, but which is very likely, obviously. Any good black-white deck, that's going to happen. So another 6-3 finish, which is really disappointing considering we started out at 6-1. But I will say, this is a deck that was, I think, fine, but like, you wouldn't necessarily say this is just like an absurd deck. It's just kind of like an average blue-red deck. We, had to fill our deck with some purple dragon punks and Mousermarks and Utram scientists to make it work. We did have the core commons, and that's the thing. I mean, that is what makes this deck so nice compared to a lot of the other archetypes, especially like the 5-color decks rely so much on like a lot of the powerful top end stuff. Here, it's just like you can win a bunch of games with just a bunch of these cheap artifacts and some interaction, and that's not necessarily the case with some of the other decks. Now, you can probably do it with the sneak decks as well, but I mean, if my last round opponent just had like an ordinary black-white sneak deck, we would have been probably fine. But that 5-drop is absolutely absurd. I'm glad I got to see it in action. Now I will also take it in my aggressive decks. But whatever, 6-3, we hit Mythic. Still a successful draft overall. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in a different way, I do have a Patreon channel. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Big shout out to all the patrons. Thank you so much for your support. Also check out TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. If you want to buy some booster boxes of Magic the Gathering product, including Ninja Turtles, or you wanted some singles for your constructed decks, check out TCGplayer.com and make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Last but not least, go to heavyplay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. They are your one-stop shop for top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, life pads, and much, much more. Go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.